But now it is time for the $1 Million Chase. It's the world's richest greyhound race. It's out at Wentworth Park. Cameron Williams, good evening to you.
Good evening to you, Erin. And of course, we've been watching the fabulous group of athletes they call the Melbourne Storm win their way into another grand final. But now we're about to give you a real treat. These canine athletes are something else. The 8 fastest greyhounds, they've come from all parts of Australia. And tonight, in this beautiful city of Sydney, they are racing here at Wentworth Park for $1 million first prize. It is a life-changing event. It takes place in 29 seconds. People ask me, how fast do these greyhounds go? I can't tell you in kilometres per hour, but they race at about $35,000 a second in this particular race. Joel Kane has joined me from Sportsbet. Thankfully has dropped the Tommy Shelby hat. I'm not a Peaky Blinders fan. But mate, take us through the betting on this race, because this is the big greyhound race of the year.
Oh, it's massive. You know what, Cam? If you run second, you get $100,000. So it's $900,000 if you go to a photo finish, essentially. Flying Ricardo is the favourite at the moment. Tommy Shelby, though, is really starting to put it under the pump. I'll tell you who our trader likes, our chief trader as far as this race is concerned, Benny Shaw. They call him Woogie in the office. He's tipping Shadow Mist. If you're after a roughie, the number 5 Wall Banger.
Well, Flying Ricardo was $2.90 about half an hour ago. So a little drift there for the early favourite as we welcome our form analyst, Mark Duclos. Mark, all of these dogs are fast, but where's the real pace in the start of this race?
Well, Cam, there's plenty of different scenarios about how this race will unfold. I'm here at the winning post. Obviously, it's crucial to be in front the second time around. But if we look back at history, it's nearly just as important to be in front here the first time that they get to this winning post. We've had 2 renewals of the $1 Million Chase. Both greyhounds who have led here at the first turn have gone on and win. I thought that Flying Ricardo from box 3 was a greyhound that was perfectly drawn. There's no pace outside of him in boxes 4, 5 and 6. Shadow Mist from box 1 has got pace. So too has Tommy Shelby out in box 8. But Flying Ricardo loves to middle track. He's won 14 of 16. He's 4 from 4 here at Wentworth Park. He's got blinding early speed.
And your selections are, of course, being hotly followed tonight. They've been red hot, so we did take a lot of notice of them. Late moves.
Oh, massive move coming in here for Thomas Shelby. It might be a weekend for the Western Australian, the South Australian, who knows this, but Tommy Shelby is into $2.60. We've just received at Sportsbet a bet of $10,000. So the pink rug will start the favourite, Cam, in the $1 Million Chase.
Well, it is the race where a dog becomes a legend. Let's go to Tim Newbold, your race caller.
Green light turned on. We are ready to go. Set. Ready. Racing. Tommy Shelby came out running. Flying Ricardo away brilliantly. Shadow Mist driving the rails. It's tight through the first turn, and Handsome Prince has got over. He led by 2.5, Tommy Shelby, followed by Sherry. Flying Ricardo waging war, Warbanger. Shadow Mist, and at the tail of the field is Awesome Catch. The front runner, Handsome Prince, led by 4 to Tommy Shelby. Sherry, Handsome Prince, a boulder clear. The former Tasmanian, Handsome Prince has won the $1 Million Chase over Sherry and Tommy Shelby waging war hammered home. They'll followed by Warbanger, Awesome Catch, Shadow Mist, Flying Ricardo, one of the tail enders, 29.70 the time. It's one of the bolters.
Because he's just won another $1 million from the same box, Lucky Box 7. This is the race where trainers can also become legends, because he's just won 2 out of the first 3 $1 Million Chases.
Oh, amazing. $23 with Sportsbet started. You can see the emotion there, Cam, and you can hear the shrieks in the grandstand, and it's just life-changing stuff in under 30 seconds. You thought for a moment Shadow Mist, who led at that part where Mark was turning about, but just getting around the turn, Handsome Prince was so handsome, finished it off. Well done.
Peter Lagosiani, 3 years ago, we stood here. You won the first running of the $1 Million Chase with Mystic Ride from Box 7. You won the Tab Consolation the previous race with Shetland from Box 7. Handsome Prince from Box 7. One race, one winner, $1 million.
I don't know what to say. Yeah. They taught me in Dubai to give and you receive, and we've been given since we got back. Jodes, I'd like to thank Jodes. And this goes out to a lovely, lovely lady that passed away last week, Gillian Wilcox. She said a rainbow will be shining on us today, and it did.
Peter, tell us how you're feeling during the race. He carved across from the outside as your kids come in down the back straight when he's got that break on them. What were you thinking? Could history repeat itself?
Look, when I saw him leading, he couldn't get run down. He's just a phenomenal little dog. He's a little trier. I said if he finds a fence, he'll excel, and that's what he did. Look, I can't believe he jumped out that well, but I had this little sneaky suspicion today. He was whinging in the kennel. He's never done that before, and he was ready. He was ready.
Congratulations. The winner of the 2020 Tab $1 Million Chase, Peter Lagosiani and Handsome Prince. Back to you, Cam.
Well, what a story that is. Thank you, Mark Duclos. Peter Lagosiani, a great ambassador for the sport of greyhound racing. He's done it 2 from 3. They said lightning couldn't strike twice. He walked on course today and said, maybe I'm the person who can prove that it actually does. And he's done that in spades. A fantastic performance from a dog that he bought from Tasmania, put the spit and polish on it, and now we've seen it come out and win the 3rd running of the $1 Million Chase. And well may he pump the air with that fist, because, Pete, you've done it again. Absolutely fantastic. And it's a tribute to the power of belief that we've been able to see Handsome Prince from Box 7 win this great race. Erin, back to you. And that's a Melbourne Storm-like performance.
That was amazing, and his sons were very excited. Some new Lego for them, I'm assuming. Thank you very much, Cam.
Erin,
Stillo?
I've got a Cavalier Cocker Spaniel cross at home. I know what I'm setting it for next year. 8-year-old dog, might be a little bit too old, but...
Can I tell you, though, so Peter, the trainer, won with Mystic Riot last year. He was so excited that his legs cramped, he couldn't jump at the end to celebrate the win. So he's clearly handled himself, ate a bit more salt more this year, but congratulations to him. I love seeing that emotion.
But how good were his little sons coming out? They were cheering. It was wonderful. It was good to see the emotion in his voice too. You can see what it means to him.
Oh, absolutely.
Fantastic.
What would you do if you won $1 million, eh?